Recently, the NASCAR Fan Council released a poll to gauge where fans would sit on the topic of where the numbers are placed on the cars moving forward. Naturally, this split the fan base as nearly everything always does. So today, I'm going to give my takes on different designs that have been proposed, as well as leave the comment sections open for what you guys think as well. Now before we start, the designs I'm using for this are based off of the ones that the Fan Council had. It's by Skylar Fox, who's on Twitter. He's really good. I'll leave a link in the description to his Twitter account. Really good stuff on there. Go check him out. Starting off, we have the good old-fashioned number scheme that we've always had. This has been in NASCAR since the late 1940s. And it's been that way for good reason, as the style of number placement has really offered all of the space that sponsorship has ever needed, while being a large area for the number and being noticeable. It's something that us fans have been accustomed to for as long as all of us can remember, and it's one of the only remaining mainstays of NASCAR since its inception. The next scheme up is the numbers near the rear wheels. This still offers a good way for fans to identify a car by number while still opening up tons of new space for sponsorship. If this also opens up the space over the rear wheels, it could make for a much cleaner looking overall scheme as well. The next one is a more radical approach. In an attempt to free up as much ad space as possible, this would literally free up the entire door for sponsors, as it put the number on the rear window. Depending on how NASCAR and the teams choose to go about this, it could either make a sharper looking paint scheme or cluster it up while stripping away the main identifier for fans. The next one puts the number back on the door but smaller, just over the exhaust. This again opens up ad space over most of the door, but once again, it also strips away identification for the fans with the number while also being far from aesthetically pleasing. Next up is another style that is not aesthetically pleasing as well. The number being on the door right next to the front wheels. While this design does have a larger number, it still isn't large enough to be easily distinguished from far away for fans. On top of that, the number design with the larger number near the rear wheel accomplishes the same sponsor space opening that NASCAR is looking for, and it looks a ton better. The last proposed number change is the most popular one and the big wild card: quarter panel numbers. This has been one of the more requested changes out of the younger portion of the NASCAR fan base for some time now, and it was fueled by a Reddit post showing Harrison Burton using it, and it quickly has become a favorite that is yet to happen. While enticing, the design that NASCAR published shows why it probably won't work. The quarter panels of the cup cards are too small for the numbers to be put on and show up while being unobstructed. And there's no way you can convince me that the RTA would allow their main branding to be put in the back seat of the branding festival that these cars have become. As for me, an admittedly old school fan, I'd say NASCAR should stick with what's always worked. You don't need to reinvent everything for the sake of reinventing it. The same can be said to a degree with the new single lug nut wheels as well, but that's a topic for another day. If they must change it, or at least offer an option for change, I think it should remain with large numbers and have the ones towards the back wheels on the doors. The rest of them look either terrible or the small numbers really can't be noticed by fans. And I don't think robbing fans long term of being able to distinguish cars is a really good option. But now, I want to pass it on to you. What do you think NASCAR should choose with their number placement in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. And again, these designs were by Skylar Fox on Twitter, so be sure to check out his stuff on there. His links will be in the description below. And until next time, have a good one.